simply, when it comes to content, obviously create content that is unique, content that isn't copied, content that you have created and you haven't stolen from any other property of the web, content that is relevant to your audience. So if you run a business that is a pet store, provide content about people that wanting to purchase a pet or look after their pet. It wouldn't make sense to then start blogging about something completely different. I don't know, building and construction. Make sure that you're providing content that's unique, that helps answers the questions, solves the problems of your audience that does business with you. And that way, and Google is designed to help match their searches with answers to solve their problems, and by you being able to make sure that it's unique and it's relevant to your audience, you're helping to provide a better search experience, and thus helping your websites appear better in search. And obviously, as I mentioned, for things that you don't want to be doing is copying and pasting content. And I still see it today. Businesses, they like a blog post, they copy it, and they throw it up on theirs and think it's okay. This is something where Google's constantly looking and crawling and scraping your websites, and if they pick you up and it's smart enough to know if you have copied from the original source, then it's considered duplicate content, or your website maintains duplicate content, which is then pretext for your site to be penalized as a potential source of spam and actually moved back or be moved off Google search results. Ensuring that you're not by accident creating duplicate pages inside your own website of your own content, and using things like, for example, auto-generated content or any type of software that still gets around today and says, we can spin up an article, you plug in a keyword and it will spin up an article for you and you can throw it up there. It's this type of stuff that the Google algorithm is now sophisticated enough. It understands if you're doing this. It realizes if you're trying to cheat it. And if it picks you up, then the exact opposite will happen. You'll move backwards or even get removed off search results as you consider the spammy source. Obviously, when you're looking at, and this is a conversation I was just having a client with today that had a copywriting company that called them and said, hey, look, we can provide you awesome copywriting. We'll provide copy and we'll help your website rank better, and our copy will help your website rank better. Whenever you are in the position where you are doing something, creating a blog, creating a page, creating a piece of content for the sole purpose of improving your website search rankings, then you're probably doing it wrong. Because the right way to approach it is, what can I provide, what unique value, what content can I create that's going to help solve my users' problems? And by doing that, that's the right way to approach content creation with the web, not solely creating content for the sake of ranking better in search, because that means you'll most likely do something that is considered spammy without even realizing. A final part is creating doorway pages, and I gave a little bit of example earlier where really thin websites that just exist is really on like link farms that you can throw up. A really classic example that I see every day still is a business that's wanting to rank well in a certain suburb or a certain city or a certain state, and they'll create a page or they'll create a domain like their business, queensland.com, and create a really thin page that's just designed for someone to get there, searching in Queensland, to click on a button or something, then go back to their main website. That's what's called a doorway page, and this is something that Google's explicitly said that if you're doing this, that's breaking search quality standards. So the right way to do it would be to, again, simply provide or blog or create content around that area that you're doing business with, client case studies that you've worked with in that area, and talking about the outcomes and benefits that you've done. Just as one very simple example.